Roblox is cooked. They're not just cooked, they are absolutely roasted and deep fried. I have never expected, ever, for the U.S. Attorney General to be the one spearheading the downfall of Roblox. Now, there's going to be naysayers that are probably going to say, well, Roblox is going to figure out a way of it. It's all corporate bullshit at the end of the day. No, they're cooked. They're cooked, bro. They're cooked. They are charred to a crisp. They're not even edible anymore. I've been on this platform on Roblox for a long time, since 2008. My current account has been around since 2009. And, you know, I occasionally go on Roblox from time to time because there are some games on there that are actually still enjoyable. Some games that I can't quite, you know, stupid mini games, that kind of thing. Something to scratch the itch when everything else I have in my library is just not really doing it for me in the moment. So, but in doing that, I have seen some really fucked shit from predators, straight predators, or predators, or it's just edgy teenagers, but both of which really exacerbate or put a spotlight on how bad Roblox's moderation is and has been for a long time. And I'm telling you, this isn't like a new thing. This has been going on, and again, hi, player who's been on Roblox since 2008. Their moderation has been pretty goddamn garbage for a decade and a half. It might have been slightly better in the 2000s, but once 2010 hit, I tapped my mic. But once 2010 hit, is when they just really didn't really give a shit anymore. And after seeing what's happening with the lawsuit, which has been brought up by the United States Attorney General. The U.S. Attorney General, I have to scratch my ear, my bad, sorry. The U.S. Attorney General is spearheading a lawsuit against Roblox. This isn't like a regular lawsuit. Like, that's a big freaking deal. And not only that, but since then, a bunch more lawsuits have been cropping up against Roblox. It's insane. And I honestly, it's kind of cathartic because, again, for the third time, just in case I haven't reiterated enough, I've been on Roblox since 2008. I've seen predatory behavior on Roblox in the majority of that time. And it has been so goddamn disgusting that it is appalling how bad the moderation is. The number of times I would join the games that are more social, whether it's to talk with other friends of mine that I met on Roblox way back in the day, there'd be just complete unfiltered, like, from racism to sexism to just anything you can name in the book. And then of course we get back to straight fucking creeps preying on children. And worse still, there are children who make their accounts, who have been making their accounts, or at least some of them are children. Some of them could be just like people trying to make a buck or get Robux, but like, or grown people trying to make Robux. But a good portion of them are probably kids because they can't get their parents to get their own Robux. So then they go and they sell their bodies to creeps on Roblox. At least that's what I've heard from other influencers that have been covering this, which isn't too far off because given every game now on fucking Roblox is pay to win if you have a bunch of Robux. This is again, like I said, this is kind of cathartic for me because the writing has been on the wall for a very long time, and I have just been, it's been in the back of my head this voice in the back of my head has always been like, Roblox is going to get fucked one day. It's going to happen at some point. And one day, this whole empire they've built is going to get fucked because their moderation is so absent that children are being harmed. There are plenty of times where like there have been several times where I would have to like step in when like there was like when I genuinely knew some guy like said they were an adult, or some girl, usually it's a guy, like trying to get with a freaking child online. I've seen it. I've seen it in the wild. It's that pervasive. And I've had to be amongst the group of adults that step in to stop these creeps because it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I can sense that there are probably naysayers that are like, actually no, I'm not sure if I said this, but I'm gonna say it again in case I haven't. I would not be surprised if there's going to be people who are saying that not much is going to happen, which you're wrong. This is different. This is Roblox is cooked. Now, what's crazy to me, what's really pisses me off the most about this is that Roblox hasn't done anything to try and rectify this. They've doubled down and tripled down on their moderation being just being this not inadequate, and just being this immaculate, perfect system. Oh, perfect's probably being a little bit too exaggerated, but they tout that their moderation works, and it doesn't. And they've doubled down and tripled down on that, when the evidence shows that it doesn't fucking work. So Roblox has not only been trying to damage control poorly, they've also been banning people who have been exposing the predators on their fucking website, but not the predators themselves. Roblox, what in the unfucked deep fried shit is wrong with you? What is... I can't... Okay, just in case Roblox decides I'm serious about this, okay? I know I'm a small content creator, so small I'm barely a blip on the radar, and I know I say that a lot in almost every of the videos where I talk, but I just want to say this in case they do decide to try and sue me, because I don't have that kind of money. But I would speculate, I would allege that some, if not all, of the leadership at Roblox kinda likes it. And again, that is speculation. I have no evidence of that. But the fact that it's been so pervasive for so long and that they're doubling down and tripling down makes me want to make that assumption. Okay? So, and given the fact that they're banning the people who have been hunting these creeps on Roblox, because Roblox fucking doesn't do it themselves. So, of course, so there was this guy named Schlep. I'm sure anybody who's probably watching this video, most people who watch this video know what happened with him. But for those who don't know, who just happened across my video by chance, Schlep was a predator hunter on Roblox that got banned on Roblox, and then Roblox emailed him, or I think it was an email, saying, while we appreciate that you're trying to protect children, the way that you're going about it is not ideal and kind of against our terms of service, which is fucking wild that they went out of their way to email Schlep, but they did. The people that Schlep was going after still have open accounts on Roblox to this day. So, and not only that, but then they ban his account, and then they also tell him to cease and desist. They send him a cease and desist from using their website. and they're threatening to sue the guy. It's fucking wild to me. And you know what? My earlier speculation might not be right, because there's also another part of it that's probably more likely. I just wanted to make that speculation, throw it out there, just in case it is true, because maybe I might be right when everything's said and done. And I want to just have that for myself to be like, yeah, I was right. But they have investors and shareholders, like every company does, and they want to appease those investors. And in the most evil corporate, like, this is like evil corporation 101. They are throwing away every moral and ethical facet of just being a company, or having good morals in general, and they're throwing all that out, even the most basic, to appease their investors and shareholders and continue on the way they are. They could really care less about what people are doing on the platform, so long as the numbers and metrics look good, which is so goddamn evil, dude. That's so, that's a cartoon villain can't even think on that level of evil. So I really truly hope that this lawsuit, that the U.S. Attorney, God, I can't fucking say that title for some reason. I really hope that this lawsuit that the U.S. Attorney General is filing against Roblox not only, like, fucks them up, but I hope it fucking buries them. And not in a way for, like, Roblox to get shut down, because that would make a lot of players, kids especially, pretty brokenhearted, because it is a platform that's free to enjoy, and etc., etc., etc. But I want the people who are in leadership, the people who are most responsible for this, to not only be punished from a financial standpoint, but from a legal standpoint. People like David Baszucki, are the CEO of Roblox, and his lackeys underneath him are just as culpable as the predators that they are protecting. And they're going to say, we're not protecting predators. Yes, you are. You are. With your current actions, you are. They are. So from here on, I'm really interested to see where this goes. Because honestly, it's like this, like I said, it's very cathartic for me, because I've seen this happen for a very long time, and I've always been of the mind where, like, well, Roblox doesn't care, so, and it doesn't seem like anything's happening, and I just kind of like relinquished myself to be in that sort of limbo where, yeah, there's somebody being a creep, and I'm gonna. Or there's a history of someone being a creep on Roblox, and I can't really do shit about it besides report them, which does fucking nothing. And then, like, I would pretty much just be in a state of, like, pessimism while I play Roblox with some of my friends. But now, while the future of Roblox as a platform may be uncertain right now, I would, if it were up to me, I'd tear down the entirety of Roblox as a whole if it meant protecting children from predators. Absolutely. So, we'll see where it goes. I'm, again, very interested to see what happens. I want to see how much Roblox tries to squirm. I hope that we at least get that. We at least get to see him squirm like EA did when they were at a hearing about loot boxes and gambling. That would be so delectable, so delicious. But anyway, that's about it. I almost exited this video like Charlie does in his videos. That's all. Bye bye.